Alright guys, we are back with another Dallas Stars GMO, which seems to be coming out on a daily basis now because you guys are really supporting the GM mode as of right now. The view count for each of these things are going up more and more each day, which is what am enjoying. I like making these videos. It's my favorite game mode, so continue to keep watching these vids, guys, because like I said, every time a GM mode goes over 100 views, I like to try to get the next one out as soon as possible. So keep at it, guys. I like making these as often as possible. So we're getting ready to move into free agency here, and looking at the comments from last video, a lot of you guys do agree that Kari Lehtonen should be traded right now, and we'll see if we can find a place for him because it may be difficult with his salary, and not a lot of teams are wanting to get him because I actually tried making a lot of trades before I started recording, and there's not really many teams that want to take on Kari Lehtonen, even though the trade is definitely in their favor. They still don't want him just because of that contract. So we'll have to see if we can find a good team that wants to take him and see if we can get at least something of good value back for him. And then we'll move into signing some free agents, and then maybe get our lines, see the progression, and then maybe see if what our lines could look like for year number 5. So let's get Lehtonen traded right now. Let's get that done because this might be a little bit of a difficult time to see if we can get him out of here. So 33 years old, $5.9 million. Let's see if we can find him a home. All right, so tried Carolina. It's not really going to work. We can't really use these teams that are under the cap because we can't take anything back because our prospects are too low of trade value, and it's just not going to work. So Carolina's not going to work. Chicago's not going to work. Even though I would love to trade with Carolina because they have this really good defensive prospect, and that's another thing you guys were saying was try to get a defensive prospect for Lehtonen. They have this guy, Rafael Maho, I think. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but if it is, 76 overall, two-way defenseman, 20 years old. I would love to pick this guy up, but there's really just no way I could get him just because Carolina is too far under the cap. So it's just not going to work. Chicago, we don't want to trade him to a Western Conference team, although we might have to. Colorado, it's not going to work. Columbus, they really don't have any defensive prospects that I really would want. I mean, I could probably steal Ryan Murray off of them, but really there's no need to take Ryan Murray off of them right now, even though he could probably replace a guy like probably like BOJoeKO or something like that, but there's really just no point of taking Ryan Murray off of their hands, so that's not going to work. Continue here. Minnesota might be the best chance. I'll get back to that in a moment. The Rangers, too far under the cap. Phoenix is good. I like their defensive prospects, but there's really just nobody who I would want to take off them right now. I mean, I could take Rundblad off them and have Gormley and Rundblad on my team because he's a freaking stud. I would trade one of my defensemen maybe in this deal as well and get another prospect in return because Rundblad's a freaking beast. But once again, there's really no good defensive prospects that they have other than maybe this guy who's Sebastian Aho, who's 72 overall offensive defenseman. So, I mean, I can maybe try to get Rundblad and him. I mean, I would be giving them Phoenix, but they want to trade Mike Smith, so they could be getting a pretty good player here. Phoenix didn't do all too well last year, if I'm not mistaken. Because, see, if I get Rundblad, he'd be 20, what? He's 26. I would get rid of another one of my defensemen in this deal. Probably I'll just trade one of my defensemen. Maybe like, what is he? He's a two-way, right? No, he's an offensive guy. I could get rid of BOJoeKO then. Rundblad would definitely be much better than BOJoeKO because then I'd have Leddy, Bobic, BOJoeKO, and Rundblad and Gormley on that second line. Then Dylan and am I forgetting somebody? Might as well just look at your list. Daly, that's who I was forgetting. Daly would probably get moved down to the top 6 now, but that's fine. He's 33 years old. He can take the hit. He'd get moved down there with Dylan. But yeah, that'd be a good, solid, nice defensive core if we can get this to happen. I'll see if I can do this. I didn't really try this. I'm not keen on giving Lehtonen to the Phoenix Coyotes, but I'll see if I can make this happen. So Rundblad and Aho, this Aho guy. So Sebastian AO. I doubt that would go through. No, we need to add something else in there. I'll give them Ryan Hutchinson because he's gonna be way too far off from progressing anytime soon. Conan Pissick or Hoare. I want to keep both of these guys just in case I see what may or may not happen with them. Carosi, I could give him. I mean, he's 80 overall. He's a backup. I don't really. Nah, it's gonna go over the cap, isn't it? Or they're probably gonna have too many players under contract. That's probably what the problem's gonna be. See if I give him Wilson. No, they could still keep that. I can give him Wilson. They would probably have too many goalies under contract. That's probably what the problem with that was. Benbridge, yeah, I can give him that guy. And then a third-round pick. Looks pretty good. That could go through. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if this goes through. Kari Lehtonen, Hutchinson, Wilson, Benbridge, and a third for David Rumblad and Sebastian AO. No, the value doesn't be there at all. How about a second-round pick? Would that go through? No. I can give him my first. I don't plan on drafting anytime soon at all. This would be a freaking steal if this would go through. So this is the only time I'm going to try for this. Lehtonen for Hutchinson, Wilson, Benbridge, and a first for Rumblad and AO. Will this go through? Oh, sweeten it just a touch. Just a touch. I could take Benbridge out and put a second in there as well. So a first and a second. First, second, Wilson, Hutchinson, and Lehtonen for Rumblad and AO. There you go. Okay, on behalf of the Phoenix Coyotes organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. Okay, that works. I'll do that. I'll trade Lehtonen away, give up my drafting picks for this year because I'm not going to be drafting anytime soon. That's fine. If I do want to pick, I can always trade up for one. But we get David Rumblad now on our defensive core. So he's basically going to take Goligoski's spot. So unfortunately, Goligoski is now out of a job, which sucks. But that's the way it happens, I guess. How many years did a Rumblad actually have on his contract still left? 1 year left. Okay, so we have to re-sign him next year. That's not too big of a deal. So Goligoski is now on the trading block. I'll take a prospect for, I guess, him. Send him off to the East Coast, I guess. Could Carolina now take him? Could they? They're still at. They're just barely underneath of it. How good is Goligoski's trade value? Not good at all. I could probably just get a first-round pick for him, probably, from some team. Some team with a really low first-round pick. Anaheim has a second. Winnipeg, no. Washington, no. Vancouver, no. Toronto, no. Tampa, no. Holy shit, St. Louis, that's a lot. Oh, yeah, St. Louis is going to be a shitty team this year. Pittsburgh, no. Phoenix has ours. Philly, no. Ottawa, no. The Rangers don't have a good first-round pick, but they don't have cap. Of course they don't. Islanders, Jersey, no. Nashville, no. Montreal, Minnesota, LA, Florida, Edmonton. Detroit doesn't have a good first-round pick, so you guys can take that. I'll take this. Goligoski for a first, and maybe I can steal a prospect as well. If this doesn't work, I'll just take off the prospect. Anybody? I could probably take this Denisov or Tamora. Is Jesse Tamora? Yeah, Jesse Tamora, power forward. 3.5 red stars. Yeah, I'll take this guy. Tamora, I'll just add him on there. So Goligoski for a first and Tamora. Yep, there you go. On behalf of the organization, thank you. So we'll get a first for Goligoski and Tamora. And now we just upgraded our defensive core. So that comes in clutch. So now if we take a look at things. So, forward-wise, we're still going to need to sign a forward, I believe. So, we have Kane, Sagan, Huberdeau, Backus, Ritchie, Tarasenko, Chasen, Eakin, Ferguson, Peverly, Pakalooka looks like, Radula, maybe. Oh, I'm going to sign Radula. I forgot about that. You guys were telling me to sign Radula, so I will. 1 year. 2 years. 1 year. Yeah, fuck it. I'll sign you. Sign you to what you want, I guess. 1 year at 1.555. I'll probably send you back down to the minors if you don't turn out. So I'll give that for Radula. And so yeah, and then we have to see what happens for our prospects. So I am going to sign a fourth liner or a depth player, maybe for that fourth line, maybe a third liner, to put that out there. So forward is under control. Defense now looks fucking amazing with Letty, Bobick, Runblad, Daly, Gormley, and Dillon. Holy shit, that's a good defensive core. That is a really good defensive core, and Runblad still can get better. He has one more year to get better. He has to be re-signed next year with Letty and Dillon. So good big signing year for defense, but holy shit, our defensive core looks stacked as ever right now. That's a stacked ass defensive core. I love that. That's really awesome. We have to give up our draft picks, but that's fine. For David Runblad, a guy like this who has an offensive category like crazy, a really good defensive category, doesn't take penalties, puts up the points. Yeah, this guy could be really good. We have a solid defensive core now. And then goaltenders, we still have Dance Campbell. Don't worry about Carosi, but Dansk and Campbell, like you said, a bunch of you guys were saying to sign Reimer just in case Campbell doesn't turn out that well. Then we can have Reimer as a backup role, so I will do that. But yeah, we just upgraded the defensive core like crazy. So let's go into free agency now and sign some free agents. All right, so let's get the rookies out of the way first, and then I'll go for the depth guys. Okay, so Griffin Reinhart, we know we want to see him try to get up there. Okay, so he might get a jump in after that third year. So Islanders are interested in him. Let me see. I want to get to is he a unrestricted? Yeah, he's gonna be a yeah, he's a restricted free agent. So I want to offer a little bit more for him. 2 years at 9 point. I think I can get him for 9.15. I think I can get him for that. No picks required, so no harm in trying. All right, Connor Murphy, same thing. How'd he do last year? 37 points, not bad. I'll sign him. I think he might be a restricted free agent as well. Yeah. If it says Phoenix is interested in him, then he's definitely a restricted free agent. So I'll do that for Phoenix. No picks required, so it doesn't hurt. Ricker Raquel, you had 58 points last year. That's not bad. Are you a Anaheim is definitely interested in you. You won a lot though. 1 year on a one-way. Okay, you want a one-way contract, so no thank you. No thank you. Noinsu, you want a $1 million as well on a one-way. Yeah, so no, not interested in you. Pumple, 63 points. Looks like he could maybe. Ottawa's interested in him. I'll give him a 2-year deal for that. No picks required. Okay, sounds good. Kuklachev. Boston's interested in him as well. Give him a 3-year deal. See what happens with him for that. Dalton Thrower. Probably going to reach out to him. Montreal's interested in him, so yep. All these guys, man, all these guys are restricted free agents now. I don't want to send him that low. I want to send him a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'll send Thrower that. And then, let me just see unrestricted free agents prospects for skate forwards. Okay, so Joshua Shala. You're 25 years old. How good did you do? You have a good defensive category, 2-way. Yeah, you did pretty decent last year. Okay, I'll sign you. I will sign you. Okay, looks like you're gonna jump after 1 year, so that's good. So I'll give you that. Matthew Bissonnette, you're 25 though. Yeah, I'm looking for a little bit younger. Sutter, no, we already got rid of him. Brendan Lipsick, nope. Dennis Kamaev, nope. Joshua Lievo. Yeah, I'll sign Joshua Lievo. He's 24. 2 years of that. That's fine. Graham Black, no. Skip on you. Trent Mallett, nope. Okay, that's for the forwards. Defensemen. Levy, no. We're going to skip on Austin Levy. Reese Scarlett, nope. James Martin. Tyler Weatherspoon, no. Yeah, no really good guys for defense. And then goaltenders. I think I'm going to reach out to Jordan Bennington. Did he play? No, he didn't play for 2 years, so no. Peter Mrazek, he played last year. 23 and 13. Save percentage of that. That's not bad for Mrazek. He has 1 more year getting better. Borsoy, Bartizak. Yeah, so there's only like 2 guys I would reach out to, maybe like 4. I'm gonna reach out to Fordyce just because he could be a good trading asset. So 1 year at that. Bennington I'm gonna skip. I'll reach out to Mrazek just because he might be a good minor league goalie to have. So 1 year at that. And then I think we can reach out to the big players. Alright, yeah, so that's fine for goalies and all that fun stuff. Now we just need 1 depth forward is all. 1 depth forward, unrestricted free agent. Steve Downey, I might be interested in you. Grinder, good defense. I'm looking for a really good defensive category. Atkinson, I'm looking for Desharnais, no. Somebody was saying McClement. McClement I know has a good defensive category, but how good did he do last year is the question. Because that does affect everything. Whoops, I switched it to centers. That's what the problem was. McClement's 9 points, 36 games. Yeah, so he could drop, so I'm not going to risk that with McClement. Michael Ryder might not be bad. He's 37. No, he's a sniper. Never mind. Sabatka. Como again. We could get Como back. Matt Frazier. Frazier played 82 games. Looking for somebody that played 82 games is the thing I'm looking for. Wellwood, no. Oops, forwards. Zach Dolp. Dolp's not bad. He's a playmaker, though. I'm looking for, like, strict grinder or defensive person, like Dwight King. Dwight King might not be a bad idea. 84, 84, 85. 80 for discipline. Doesn't take that many penalties. Good body checker, too. Or you could just go with Steve Downey. Good old Steve Downey here. Discipline's the one thing I'm worried about Downey, but he could put some points in for that 4th line. Yeah, you know what? I'll sign Steve Downey. I'll sign Steve Downey for 1 year at $3.5 million. Or 3.4. 3.4 for Steve Downey. I'll get him up there. I know he's more of a scorer, but he's got a good defensive category as well. So I'll sign. I probably could have gone after like Ville Leno or something like that, but I'll go after Downey, who's a grinder. So that should be it. Let's go increase a couple days here. Simulate. See if these unrestricted free agents as well accept some deals. Okay, Fordyce accepted. Thrower accept our offer sheet. So that's nice. Okay, so Throwers was matched by the Canadians. Downey accepted. Okay, so that's cool. Mrazek accepted. Shala accepted. Radula accepted. Pumple going with another team. Lievo accepted. Okay. Connor Murphy accepted. Koklichev. Griffin Reinhart went with another team. Okay, that's fine. The Bruins chose to match our offer to Koklichev. Okay. See if there's still like any prospects still left that nobody reached out to. Noinsu, they didn't reach out to him yet. He had 62 points. We'll reach out to him. Oh yeah, he wants a one-way. That's right. He wants a one-way. Same thing with Raquel. Tyler Biggs, I think, wants a one-way. Graham Black, no. Let me look. Restricted free agents. Restricted free agent prospects. Stephenson. I think he's on a different team now. Yeah, he's on a different team. Martin Gurnett. Gurnett played last year. Not too great of a season. No, I think that's it. That's it. We have 44 players on the contract. We still have to see if these guys are going to get matched. Phoenix chose to match our offer to Murphy. Yep. Oh, shit. We forgot about Reimer. Crap. Hopefully no one signed him yet. Did anybody sign James Reimer? Shit, somebody signed James Reimer. Well, fuck me. I completely forgot about that. Alright, well, Reimer would have been great. I fucked up there. I completely forgot about signing James Reimer. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to take a chance on Campbell. Alright. So, that's unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, let's just get added free agency, I guess. Took a long time here because we were trying to make some trades. I don't know if there's still any offers that need to be matched up with. Not entirely sure. No, I don't think there's any offers that need to be matched up. All right, so we'll get to the end of free agency here. Yeah, we'll make this one long video. I'll cut to the end of this stupid ass long simulation. So I'll see you guys when I make the cut. All right, guys. So we are back, and the simulation took forever, but we are up to the preseason now. So before I leave you guys off with this, I will take a look at all of our player progressions, so you guys can help me maybe decide the lines for the next video. And we'll probably take it from there. So let's take a look at contracts. Let's take a look at all these good player progressions, see how everybody is turning out now. Okay, so start with the forwards on the main roster. So we got Kane still at a 90, Sagan still at 89, and then Huberdeau still at an 88. So the first line's still looking pretty decent. Backus stayed at 87, which is good. Alex Chasen jumped up to an 85. Holy shit. So, I mean, he didn't even have that good of a year. He had 17 points. Plus minus is 0. It was a worse year than he had last year, but he still jumps up like 3 overall. So that's crazy. He's probably a second liner now. He's an 85 overall power forward. So that's pretty weird, I guess. So Alex Chasen, 85 overall. Wow, I never would have saw that coming. Eakin didn't get the big jump though. He's still 83. So it looks like Chasen got it over Cody Eakin. Egan had a much better year, I think, this year than last year. Less points, better plus minus, but Egan doesn't get the jump, so that's weird. That's weird how Chasen got it, but Egan didn't. No, might have been the playoffs as well. I don't know if Chasen scored like anything in the playoffs. 2 points, and Egan had 3 points. Yeah, that's weird. Why they gave a big jump to Chasen, so I don't know how that works out, but that's weird. Tarasenko still stayed in 83. Steve Dowling went down to an 81, so that's fine. Peverly stayed in 80, so that's awesome. Radula did jump up to an 80, guys, so you guys who thought right, definitely thought right about Tony Radula. He is 80 overall. I don't know if we're going to use him or not, but that's going to be up to you guys. His puck moving skills are pretty good. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. It says he's still 26, so he could get a jump still. Bukestad went up to a 78. Faxa up to a 74, and that's it. So for the main roster, guys, we'll have to definitely still do some roster moving around. But yeah, I think there are a lot of really good guys down here. So Nick Ritchie got up to an 87 overall. So this guy's going to be definitely much better than Carl Hagelin this year now. Defensive category, off the charts, 5 stars. Good, much better skater now. He's getting better. Puck moving skills is awesome. That shot is getting much better. Yeah, Nick Ritchie's definitely ready for the second line this year, no doubt. Him and Backus, 2 87s on the second line. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Hanowski, 82 overall. Look at this guy, Ben Hanowski. Ben Hanowski. So two-way forward, not the greatest defensive category. Nice hard shot. This guy's like the opposite of Ferguson. Ferguson has like a good shot and good defensive category. This guy only has a good offensive category, not a great defensive category. He has 86 defensive awareness, but I don't know if we'll use him on our team or not. Who knows? You guys can make the decision on that. Ferguson's still an 81. Like I said, he is much better than Hanowski. If I had to pick, I'd pick him over Hanowski. Better defensively, better shot-wise. Pakaluk only got up to an 80, so Pakaluk did only get up to an 80. Who knows? We could use him. He's probably ready for the NHL with being an 80 overall sniper. Maybe he can find a way onto our team. I don't know. We'll have to find out. You guys can make the decision on that. Shala up to a 77. Ross up to a 77. Deneau 76. Brett Ritchie 76. Phillips 76. Lowry 75. Tamora 72. Lieva 72. Winter, Natanen, yeah, all those guys down there. So a lot of decisions to be made on the forwards. We'll definitely do our roster moves in the next thing, but you guys will have to make up our forward lines because there are a lot of good players that we have right now, and you guys will have to make it up. If I had to choose, I'd do Kane, Sagan, Huberdeau, Backus, Ritchie, and Tarasenko again. I'd snub Chasen just because we need a sniper on that line. Maybe we could use Chasen. Who knows? 3 power forwards on line number 2 could turn out to be something weird, and maybe it could work out. Who knows? Maybe Alex Chasen does deserve to be on the second line. He's got good puck moving skills, so he could be kind of like a playmaker in a sense. So, I mean, Rick Nash is a freaking as a power forward, but he acts like a playmaker sometimes as well. So who knows? 3 power forwards on the second line could work out. If that's the case, then Eakin, Tarasenko, and then maybe like Ferguson would be there on the third line, and then maybe like Downey, Peverly, and Maybe Pakaluk on the fourth line. Maybe Hanowski on the fourth line. Who knows? You guys will have to go crazy with the forward lineup because it's absolutely nuts of what we can do. Defense, on the other hand, Letty 88, Daly 85, Rumblad 85, Gormley 85. Dylan jumped up to an 85, so defensive core just got better because Dylan now jumped up to an 85. And then I think Bobik is in the system, and he's 86. So we have no defenseman under an 85. 4 guys 85, 188, 186. Holy shit is our defensive core. Out-stacked mother effing. Holy crap, it's a stacked defensive core. We probably have the best defensive core in the NHL right now. Most like stable defensive core. We have a really good defensive core now. Holy shit, that's great. That's a really good defensive core. So Pysyk up to a 78. Conan jumped up to an 83, and Krug jumped up to an 81. So we technically could use Conan, but I think he would have to get snubbed. He has a really good defensive category. Trade bait maybe. Krug, same thing, trade bait, help out the AHL team, why not? Nemeth only jumped up to a 79, Blacker 76, this AO guy 75, Hoare 74, Goldman, Holt, all those guys. And now here's the big one. Goaltenders. Okay, this is the prospect. So Mrazek 77, Fordyce 64, Crozy 80. So it looks like Mrazek will get some starts in the AHL. And the main roster, okay, so this will work out. So Dansk is an 85 overall goaltender. Jack Campbell is an 82 overall. So these two guys will be our 2 goalie tandems for this regular season. Probably a 2-to-1 ratio I'll run with these guys. So Dansk will probably get 2 losses. Throw Campbell in there because Campbell still can get better. He's got the 4.5 red stars. He still has another year. This is his last year to get better. So if we want Campbell to get any better, want to see if we can get him some starts in the up to here in the big leagues, his first NHL appearance. And then Dansk is at 85, so he'll definitely be running with our starter for this year. So we'll definitely get him more than 39 starts this year, no doubt we will. So that's what our team looks like. We have defense, no questions with defense because it's easily taken care of. We just need a forward lineup. So I'm going to show you guys all these forwards up here once again. Feel free to pause the video at any time and set a lineup for us, what we should do for our NHL team. For the NHL guys of our lineup, there's the main roster guys. There's the NHL roster guys. And, yeah, we do have a couple spots, I think, in the AHL, which we can call up some people or send them down or whatever. But you guys will have to make the decision for forward-wise because we have a lot of good forwards. A lot of them can play this year, so you guys will have to make the decision on what kind of lineup we want going into year 5. So there's all the overalls. There's all the jumps. Let me know what you guys think for lineups for the forwards in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always, and keep up this great support for this GM mode, guys. I'm loving it, like I said. And just keep it up because we're almost down to the wire here. And the more you guys keep watching these, the quicker we can get this done, the quicker that we can move on to hopefully maybe another GM mode with a different team very soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.